The playoff picture comes down to a final week of the regular season as the Austin Acoustic try to maintain their #1 seed, while the Nashville Knights can stamp their ticket to the big dance with a win. Next.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time!
Live in the moment. This is your moment.
But you ain't no big bad bitch if we break your ribcage.
Stop giving them free shit.
Do your motherfucking job.
Let's go!
Beat their ass on the field.
Back of your jersey, you don't have no name. That's because you play for the person next to you, you play for this team, you play for those coaches, and you play for those fans.
Tonight, you leave everything on the field.
LFL football night is in the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome inside the broadcast booth of LFL football night here in Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, you've got the Austin Acoustic versus the Nashville Knights. Let's talk about Austin first. This team can do something very special in 2019. That is go undefeated through the Legends Cup. Those of you diehard LFL fans know there's only 2 franchises that have done that to date, the Seattle Mist and the Chicago Bliss. So Austin definitely has something to play for tonight and throughout the postseason. They are also coming in as the #1 ranked offense as well as the #1 ranked defense. For the Nashville Knights, this is a team that could get into the playoffs with a win tonight. Factor how improbable that has been this season. They lost a lot of key starters this offseason, the likes of Jade Randall, KK Matheny, Stevie Schnorr, Dominique Malloy, so on and so forth. Despite all that, they are 1 win away from the playoffs. Now I welcome in my broadcast partner, Bobby Huco. Now, Bobby, considering how dominant Austin has been this season, what does Nashville have to do to win tonight?
I really think the major key for Nashville is actually how much the Austin Acoustic value being undefeated. A lot of people think head coach Mike Olvera should rest his starters. They made the playoffs. Get ready for that August 24th game. But no, I got a feeling he's playing hard tonight. But for Nashville to have any chance, that running game's got to work. Nene Gleaves and Gabby Todd really got to help out their quarterback, Molly Richardson.
Now, you talked about Mike Olvera, the head coach of the Austin Acoustic. Let's not glance over what he has accomplished this year. This is a coach that lost a lot of his starters last year, the likes of Leilani Lopez, Ana Garza, Aubrey Williams, Lauren Jay, as well as his entire assistant coaching staff. Despite all that, he went to work. He signed 2 of the biggest names in free agency, Christelle the Ferrari Harris, Michelle Angel, and has built arguably the best assistant coaching staff in the league. Pretty impressive considering what he's up against this offseason.
Absolutely. There's a reason Michael Olvera was the 2018 LFL Coach of the Year. In fact, he's nominated again this year. During the offseason, his commitment is unprecedented around the LFL coaching world. He goes out, gets the free agents. He got the Ferrari. He got the quarterback, Michelle Angel. He goes out. He doesn't stop. He lost a lot of players, brings them in. The players have bought into his system. They like what he does, and it's showing. They're undefeated right now, and that's why they're one of the top teams in the LFL.
Well, some of the coaches he brought in has really impressed this year, specifically one coach, the defensive coordinator, 21-year-old Cole Berry. Unbelievable at 21 what this guy has accomplished, putting together the #1 ranked defense in the LFL. In fact, Coach Berry is the subject of our pregame show feature. He sat down with our own Heidi Golznick to talk about his improbable rise to the top of the assistant coaching ladder.
Thanks, guys. We've all heard the term whiz kid and have even seen younger coaches make immediate impact across football. Most recently, the NFL's Los Angeles Rams hired the youngest head coach in league history, Sean McVay, and he led the Rams to a Super Bowl appearance. In Austin, the expectations are just as high for Cole Berry. At only 21 years old, Coach Berry instantly instilled a killer instinct to his defense, and this Austin Acoustic team has ridden that defense to their #1 ranking.
Coach Berry, being only 21 years old, do you think that people underestimate you as a football coach? I wouldn't say as much of underestimating, but, you know, they definitely don't see me as the same coach that, you know, all these people have been doing it for 20 plus years of their life. And, you know, I'm trying to just grow my coaching experience. And that's a big reason why I came here. I wanted to grow myself as a coach and grow myself as an individual. And a lot of the things that's happened with this Acoustics team and getting the chance to be the defensive coordinator and call the plays for the defense, you know, it's a truly remarkable opportunity that I've had. And I can't thank Mike Olvera, the head coach, for everything that he's done for me. I mean, it's been truly amazing.
Obviously, a lot of coaches and athletes actually left this organization in the offseason. What convinced you to sign with Austin?
Coach Olvera's a father figure to me. We've known each other inside and outside of football. And him just giving me that opportunity to, you know, call plays for this defense is a really remarkable thing. I think the biggest thing that made me come here is a lot of these coaches and everything that left, they left from a team that made it to the championship game last year. And, you know, unfortunately, it just didn't work out in our favor. So, you know, really coming in and seeing this opportunity to grow this team as a championship team and to do something that's never been done in Austin before, that's a big reason why I decided to come to this team.
You seem to have a lot of energy on the sidelines, and your players just feed off of it. How special are your athletes to you?
Every athlete on this team has a different personality. You know, you have Bills, who's the goofy one, but she always gets her stuff done. You have the twins who, you know, they're forced to be reckoned with, but they have a soft spot inside there as well. You have Chris Daniels. She's a rock on that defense. She leads everything. We have communications and everything that she does. And, you know, we just vibe with each other a lot, and that's what makes this team really successful.
Sitting across from Coach Barry, you sense the energy and passion he brings to this Austin Acoustic locker room and sidelines. His players also rang in. Speaking to the standout Dowdy sisters, they said Cole's energy contributes to their explosiveness on the field. If defense truly wins championships, then it's no wonder this Austin Acoustic team is favored to be hoisting the Legends Cup trophy in 2019. Back to you guys.
Great feature on Coach Barry. Now it's time to lace him up. The final regular season game of 2019 with serious playoff implications. The first half is next. Back to LFL football night in Music City. And here's a look at what's on the line tonight, the playoff picture. It's simple, folks. The Nashville Knights, with the win, advance to the playoffs. With a loss, they are eliminated. And for the Austin Acoustic, with a win, they go in as the #1 seed.
Yeah, intriguing matchup. I'm really looking forward to this. Austin, they're going to want to win and go in #1 because if they fall to #2, they have to play Atlanta, which is a really tough team.
Molly Richardson with good numbers here, the 4th-ranked quarterback this season. In only her 2nd year in the LFL, dropping back to pass. Pocket collapsing, now going to try to get some yardage on the ground. Richardson is one of the more mobile quarterbacks in the league, a 4-yard carry.
That's what Molly Richardson gives you, quick decision. She saw the heat coming in from the Dowdy sisters. Boom, she goes up, makes a good gain.
Nashville with a hurry-up offense, a 2nd and 6. Ball out to the 19-yard line. Here's a reverse. Oriana Taylor. Great stop on the edge. That is the Dowdy sisters, specifically Brittany Dowdy. We talked about them being the towers of destruction, the most dominant 2 tandem DNs in the league right now.
It's amazing how quick they get in the backfield. She should be wearing a Nashville jersey tonight. She plays back there so much.
Now a 3rd and 5 from the 20. A deep drop by Richardson, rolling right. Throwing down the field, has a receiver. Into coverage, that's intercepted. Chris Daniels, and a great backside block by the Dowdy sisters. We do have a flag down on the field. Chris Daniels leading the league in interceptions with 4. That's her 5th.
Serious heat by the Dowdy sisters on Molly Richardson. She throws it up. Easy interception. You're right, Daniels having an all-fantasy type season. Fair catches it pretty much. Easy interception brings it back. There's the hit right there. Bam!
Unbelievable block on the backside as we get the
Personal
call.
foul on return team. Half distance to the goal, first down.
I got to question that call. Brittany Dowdy, that was a clean block.
And this will be our first look at Michelle Angel. Impressive numbers, 12 touchdowns against only 3 interceptions. That slates her in as the 3rd quarterback in the LFL this season. A 1st and 10 from the Austin 4. A quick screen to Bills. And Bills making things happen after the catch. A 7-yard reception, setting up a 2nd and 3.
When I spoke with head coach Michael Vera, he said he's going to hold out the running back, Chris Ferrari-Harris, for the playoffs. So we're going to see a lot of passing from Angel tonight.
2nd and 3, Mandy Pena, the backup running back, flanked to the right side of Angel. A delayed handoff. No, they're going to fake it and look down the field. That overshot intended for Tashay Winfrey. Now Winfrey complaining about being held. Let's meet Austin's offense.
Nicole Peterson, your center.
Misty Gonzalez, tight end.
Jerica Green, tight end.
Cassandra Bills, wide receiver.
Tashay Winfrey, wide receiver.
Mandy Pena, running back.
Michelle Angel, quarterback.
Encroachment, defense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
I'm really curious to see how the wide receivers, Bills and Winfrey, can attack that Nashville secondary tonight.
There was an encroachment there on the Nashville defense, setting up a 1st and 10 at the 16. Angel pump fakes, wide open and caught. Cassandra Bills, the #1 ranked wide receiver, pulls in a 34-yard touchdown reception.
Whoa, Nelly, just like that. A sluggo, a slant and go. They burnt Taylor. She came up for the slant. Boom, Bills went right behind her. This is a buzzkill for this Nashville team right now. Look how quiet everybody is.
That's Danica Brace, the co-head coach, absolutely stunned as that secondary, perhaps there was miscommunication or not accounting for Bills' speed. They're going to go back to Bills on a jet sweep. This time, Oriana Taylor does make the tackle. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Our score remains 6-0 as Austin only needed 54 seconds, 3 plays, 46 yards. How about that explosive offense ranked #1 in the LFL?
It's electric. That's what Austin brings to the table. There's nobody in that secondary of Nashville that can cover Bills one-on-one. They're going to have to double up because right there, one little pump fake, boom, she was wide open by 15 yards.
Now, this is a hole you didn't want to be in if you're Nashville. You're already down 6-0. This offense isn't built to put up a lot of points. They've got to sustain a drive here and stay within earshot of Austin.
Richardson, she's a cocky quarterback, the field general. They have to respond right now, but you can see the electricity is out of the arena. There was so much electricity coming in, so much fire, and now it's quiet.
This is Nene Gleaves, the 2nd year back. Made a mark last season as a rookie, this time a 4-yard carry. And shocking, a Dowdy sister chases her down.
Nene Gleaves was a great running back last year. She missed a couple games this year. She's back. I don't know what kind of shape she's in, but they're going to need her tonight to play a big game.
So that 4-yard carry sets up a 2nd and 6 as this Nashville offense is on the move at the 19-yard line. They're going to go back to Gleaves. Nothing doing on the inside. That is Brittany Dowdy, limiting her to a 1-yard carry as we meet Nashville offense.
Austina Melberg, your center.
Sarah Christopher, tight end.
Gabrielle Todd, tight end.
Brianna Mosley, wide receiver.
Oriana Taylor, wide receiver.
Nene Gleaves, running back.
Molly Richardson, quarterback.
This game's going to come down to Molly Richardson, the quarterback. Her leadership and poise is key tonight. She already turned it over once. She can't do it anymore.
So a 3rd and 5. Here's a test for Richardson. Down the field, caught. What a catch by the Rookie of the Year nominee, Bree Mosley, on a 50-50 ball.
You talk about a perfect pass and confidence. Watch this, outside shoulder. You can't place this any better. It's great coverage, great catch. She's not gun shy after getting picked off the previous drive. What a throw and what a catch by Mosley.
And look at Mosley's numbers. Mosley currently ranked as the #3 wide receiver in the league. Keep in mind, she is a rookie, and you said it. Rachel Washington had great coverage, step for step, and Mosley, with that size, just went over the top on Rachel Washington.
This might be an all-air attack tonight with Mosley on one side and Bills on the other.
First and goal, toss left. That very athletic, fast defense for Austin, limiting Gleaves to a 1-yard carry. Really led by the Dowdy sisters and that swarming secondary by Austin. In fact, let's meet the league's #1 ranked defense.
Brittany Dowdy, defensive end.
Courtney Dowdy,
Defensive end.
Megan Hansen, linebacker.
Sandra Bills, free safety.
Chris Daniels, strong safety.
Rachel Washington, corner.
Marisa Goldston, lockdown corner.
Seems like we talk about the Dowdy sisters every play, but I'm telling you, Chris Daniels is having an all-fantasy type season at safety.
So now a second and goal, faking the toss, and that was poorly set up, intended for Christina Howard. The Austin defense, I should say, was all over it, and we've got our 4th flag of the first quarter.
Serious heat again by the Dowdy sisters, made Richardson throw the ball early.
The 4th penalty as we get the call from referee Brookshire.
Personal foul, defense, half distance to the goal, first down.
The rookie ref is not giving us a number, so we're not sure who that was on, but they're calling this pretty tight here in the first quarter.
He called that on the Dowdys again. I think he has a personal vendetta against Brittany Dowdy right now. That's twice she's been called for a personal foul.
So now a first and goal, toss right, Nene Gleaves. Touchdown Nashville. The second year back making an impact on this drive.
Wow, that is a monster drive for quarterback Molly Richardson. After getting picked off, after watching Austin throw a bomb, they came right back and answered and have a chance to tie this ball game up.
A 5-play, 35-yard drive that took up 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Give credit to Molly Richardson, keeping her poise. And now the extra point attempt, hog-tied.
Ain't no touchdown. Ain't no touchdown. Ain't no fucking touchdown. No, put that ass down, number 17.
Courtney Dowdy, that is the first time we've heard from her all season. And chasing down Nene Gleaves. So the extra point fails. Our score remains 6-6.
Gleaves has outstanding speed. It's unbelievable Courtney Dowdy can get outside with her.
So we've got a tied up ball game in Nashville. Back after this. Back to LFL football night in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee.
It's unbelievable what I've seen so far out of this crew. Unbelievable, man. And you're not gonna win the fight with that. You know the deal. We're in their home stadium. You just gotta whip their ass. Mandy, go score on this play right now. Just go score.
That is head coach Mike Olvera of the Austin Acoustic, showing a lot of confidence in this lineup, as he should. I mentioned it in the pregame show. Austin is coming in with the #1 ranked offense as well as the #1 ranked defense.
Coach Olvera really loves Mandy Pena. At 5'1", 125, he compared her to Rudy from Notre Dame.
A good-looking carry by Pena, 5 yards. That absence of Christelle Harris is going to hurt any team, but as you said, they like what they've seen in Mandy Pena, who certainly got some touches. Let's not forget, she got the start in the last game ahead of Harris. They wanted to get a look at Pena heading into the playoffs.
Her teammates really love her at running back.
2nd and 5, jet sweep to Bills. A great effort there by Nene Gleaves to chase down Cassandra Bills, limiting her to a 4-yard carry.
When I spoke to defensive coordinator Danica Brace for Nashville, they're prepared for that. Anytime they see Bills coming at jet motion, they think she's getting the football.
Yeah, we've seen Seattle execute that really well with Dominique Malloy, and certainly this Austin offense has the speed with Cassandra Bills. Now a 3rd and 1 empty backfield. Pump fakes Angel, going to the end zone, caught! Actually at about the 2-yard line. And there's that Cassandra Bills deep threat, a 25-yard connection. And they're going to mark her down at about the 1-yard line.
Christina Howard fell for the fake. A stop and go as opposed to a sluggo, the slant and go they scored a touchdown with. As you can see, Austin's throwing the football deep early in the game.
Offensive coordinator Mike Olvera has seen that nobody in that secondary can stay with Cassandra Bills. Austin taking advantage of that mismatch, and here's a 1-yard run up the middle. Mandy Pena, touchdown Austin.
The jalapeno with a spicy run. I like how offensive coordinator Mike Olvera went from a wide open set, then right there he changed to that Bama tank formation with the big backs in the backfield, gave the ball to jalapeno, and she got in.
Mandy Pena, certainly not lacking confidence. Obviously overshadowed by Christelle the Ferrari Harris, and rightfully so. But Pena getting in with a 1-yard run as Austin regains the lead at 12-6. Here's Angel dropping back to pass. A lot of traffic there. Oriana Taylor stepping in front of the pass as the extra point fails. Austin doing damage with a 4-play, 35-yard drive that took up 2:02. Again, retaking the lead at 12-6.
Defensive coordinator Danica Brace might have to readjust.
Come on now. Come on.
I have never seen Mike Olvera this upset. They just scored a touchdown. What's going on?
Yeah, maybe he wasn't happy with the officiating. Certainly, this is a rookie crew tonight, and they've been tested through the first quarter of this one.
Yeah, they're not calling a good game so far.
1st and 10 at the Austin 15, a poor snap. This is a design draw play to Nene Gleaves, and Gleaves just bulldozing over Chris Daniels for an 11-yard carry.
Great block by Jordan Gray, the kick-out block that gave Gleaves the hole. And like we mentioned, she has great game speed. You don't think she's that fast, but boom, right through the hole.
So now a 1st and 10 for this Nashville offense. So every time Austin has had success on the offensive side of the ball, this Nashville team has responded.
I am really impressed how Richardson has this offense moving. You'd think they'd be intimidated against a #1 team, but they are not.
We are now under a minute. Nashville setting up the sweep. Oriana Taylor, great open field tackle that time by Chris Daniels, limiting Oriana Taylor to a 3-yard carry.
We talked about Daniels, how the year she's having, it could be all fantasy. Her closing speed from free safety is, quite frankly, unbelievable how quick she gets to the backfield.
And for Nashville, showing you a 3-headed monster, Oriana Taylor, Gabby Todd, as well as Nene Gleaves in the backfield.
Yeah, Molly Richardson has a lot of weapons she can use. This is a fun offense to watch.
Approaching the last play of the quarter, toss left, again to Gleaves, cutting back across the middle. Kind of a high tackle that time by Brittany Dowdy, as Gleaves is limited to a 3-yard carry.
That was a pretty good 3-yard carry. She spun out of one tackle, but went face-to-face with the Glass Eaters, one of the Dowdy sisters.
That brings us to the end of the first quarter. The Austin Acoustic up 12-6. Back with the second quarter after this.
LFL Mobile, giving you access to the gridiron goddesses of the LFL with exclusive photos, videos, live game reporting, and fan promotions. LFL Mobile. Download on your Android or iPhone.
You're letting them scrape down the field. When you guys make contact, you're letting them scrape flat down the line of scrimmage. You gotta keep driving your feet, please. See how nice I'm being? Okay, so just do it. I'm not yelling at you. Let's go right now. Touchdown.
Back to LFL football night in Nashville, Tennessee. That is the legendary middle linebacker, now coach, Danica Brace, saying she's being nice to him. Just follow through with your feet. Really urging on that offense to get some blocking going up front.
She's really being nice. She's not real happy with her performance so far. Obviously, they're still in the game, 12-6. It's really on Molly Richardson right now. She's got to come up with some clutch passes, get this team moving.
A 3rd and 4 at the Nashville 18. Make it the Austin 18-yard line. Rolling left. Bree Mosley caught into the end zone, at least momentarily. This would be a Nashville touchdown, but was she touched against the wall?
I don't know what the defensive backs were thinking about. Goldston, she looked confused. Her back was the quarterback. It was like in the street football, just get open. She went in, she had separation from Goldston, and then Daniels is playing touch football. Watch Daniels go over. Instead of slamming her against the wall, she just hits her with two hands. What is that? You got to make the tackle.
Yeah, a suspect effort by a great otherwise secondary. Marissa Goldston did not even look back at the ball. And you're right, Chris Daniels, that was a poor attempt to try to get Bree Mosley pinned against the wall.
That's the kind of pass a free safety waits all season for. You can take that girl up into the stands, and she barely laid two hands on her as if playing touch football.
Now this is interesting.
You want to challenge whether it's a touchdown now.
Correct. Because if she's forced into the wall, it's down there.
Michael Oliveira challenging that Bree Mosley was touched, and she touched the wall, in essence being called out of bounds at about the 4.
We're going to review whether the touchdown was good or not.
So they're going to take another look at this, as will we from the truck. Does Mosley ever touch the wall and at the same time being touched by an Austin defender? Now right there, Chris Daniels got a hand on her. But was she touching the wall right there?
That's a touchdown. I don't know why Daniels didn't throw some shoulders in her and just in the wall. You're right, she's down. She barely even puts two hands on her, doesn't push her. She does not touch the wall. That's a touchdown.
And it appears we've got a verdict down on the field. Let's get the official call. Was Bree Mosley touched out of bounds?
Touchdown. Austin will be charged with a timeout.
So the play stands as called.
Put pressure on the quarterback and keep people in coverage, okay? All they're going to do is throw.
I'm going to tell you what, this Austin secondary, yeah, the defense is ranked #1, but this is 2 games in a row. They're getting beat deep.
So Nashville's score will count and tie this game. How about Nashville? Here into the second quarter, playing neck and neck with the #1 ranked Austin Acoustic. The 1-point attempt, rolling left under some duress.
You just talked about this in the meeting! Y'all, you already been beat twice. Keep it quiet, 9.
That's Danica Brace complaining about the lack of pass interference in the end zone. It looked like Marissa Goldston got away with one there.
They call that Greco-Roman coverage. Just tackle the receiver. Hopefully, just tackle her. It's like wrestling. Tackle her. Oh, that's not pass interference? Come on, Derek Brookshire. Come on, man.
And there's a referee, a line judge, right in front of that, and no call.
Unbelievable. I guess that's what they call letting them play, but that's ridiculous.
Officiating has been suspect, to say the least, this season. And Danica Brace not happy overall in the first half. Her team has been flagged 3 or 4 times. Now a 1st and 10. Michelle Angel going back to work. Crossing pattern. Caught. Cassandra Bills putting on a clinic in the first half.
Angel just has that great presence of mind in the pocket and great protection up front by Peterson, Gonzalez, and Green. She could wait all day long until Bills came across coverage and settled in the area. Great play, great throw.
So an 11-yard reception. That'll set up a 1st and 10 at the 24 of Nashville. Good protection up front and dropped. That is the tight end, Misty Gonzalez, who's really factored into the passing game, but not able to come down with that one.
Wow, you have to make that catch. Maybe her gloves, if you look close, I think they are webbed. Maybe she can't spread her fingers. That was right on the money.
So now a 2nd and 10. Ball remains at the Nashville 24. Here's a delayed draw. Mandy Pena making some moves in the open field. And all the way down to about the 8-yard line. How about the backup running back here?
Wow, the jalapeno is a spicy runner. Look her go through the hole. She's running like a hot tamale right now. Unbelievable run.
Hold number 11 on the offense. 10-yard penalty for the spotted foul. Still 1st down.
They're going to call a hold. That's center Nicole Peterson. Let's get another look at this. Right up the middle. It looked like she was lined up there when Anisha Shawley and absolutely mugs Shawley. So finally, a good call by the Zebras down on the field.
Great call by Derek Brookshire. Her hands were outside, holding the jersey. Definitely a hold. Good call.
So that 14-yard carry wiped out by Pena. Now a 1st and 15. Back to pass, Angel again down the field. Throwing into double coverage. There was nothing there. Pass intended for Tashae Winfrey.
Just miscommunication between the quarterback and Winfrey. Winfrey, she ran a post pattern. A lot of time they're option routes. The receiver can adapt to the coverage. She went post. Angel threw a 9 route. Definitely miscommunication.
That's Anisha Shawley, who was held on the previous play. We'll get to her in a second. A 2nd and 15. Dropping back to pass. Again, good blocking up front. Kind of a wobbly pass. Great coverage that time by number 6, Christina Howard. For Anisha Shawley, the middle linebacker for Nashville, we talked to her about the new look team.
Anisha, you've become a fan favorite your rookie season, and this team has had a lot of success on this football field despite being led by one of the most inexperienced rosters in the LFL. Win or lose tonight, what are you going to take home from this season?
I think win or lose, this being my first LFL season, is just a sense of pride, a sense of camaraderie. Me being active duty military, rolling that right over into the LFL, taking charge, having a presence, holding our own. I know we had a lot of older players that kind of left the team, got a lot of rookies who come in, just showing them that we can still do this regardless of, hey, 1 year, 2 years. This is my first year. So just showing them that, hey, we've got this. We're going to show you that we've got something to bring to the LFL regardless of what anybody else thinks from the previous seasons.
I send a salute out to Anisha Shawley for being in the military like so many other women in this league. Here, right here, Bills has the ball in her hand. She's scared about the wall. Catch the football, it's a touchdown. She's so close to the wall, she was worried about going head on into it.
Absolutely, that looked like she may have alligator armed it. Now a 4th and 15 with that Nashville crowd. Angel, how clutch. That is caught by Cassandra Bills. Austin needed 15 yards. They got just that. That is why they're the number 1 ranked offense, and that young lady has become the best threat at wide receiver.
She has. She's a deep threat. She's an underneath threat. She's a hook threat. Any kind of pass route, she is a threat. I'm telling you right now, Angel and Bills, they're playing OMG offensive football.
1st and 10 at the Nashville 13. Toss right to Pena. Pena showing some patience with that blocking. A 4-yard carry that was tackled by Christina Howard.
Coach Olvera told us that's a feel-good story right there. He compared her to Rudy from Notre Dame. Nobody thought she had a shot. She kept fighting and fighting and fighting. This is her 3rd year. Here she is starting running back for the Austin Acoustic.
A 2nd and 6 now inside the Nashville 9-yard line. This Austin offense has responded on every drive. Now trying to put more points on the board. Fakes the handoff. Angel looking to the end zone. Nearly caught by Jerica Green. Green was the hero in the game previous, catching that late score from Angel, that time dropping it in the end zone. That is now 2 drops in the end zone on this series.
For the same reason, they were both scared of the wall. There's padding on the wall. It's not like a brick wall. You should go right to the wall and catch the football.
3rd and 6. And now it looks like Nashville may be calling a timeout. It looks like they didn't like Austin's look, and the defense was not ready. So we're going to take a timeout as well with 3:46 remaining. We've got a tied-up game in Music City. Back to LFL football night in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Mitch Mortaza and Bobby Huco on the call. Heidi Golznick providing sideline coverage.
What a game we got tonight. We called it. We knew this game was going to be more competitive than people thought. This is fun to watch.
3rd and 6 after that Nashville timeout. Trying to reset their defense. A deep drop into the end zone again into triple coverage. That was Oriana Taylor draped all over Winfrey, and there's the flag. This could be a pass interference in the end zone, which would give Austin the ball at the 1-yard line.
Oriana Taylor, no question, smothered Winfrey. She might even have her wallet. Watch how she holds her hands down. This ball might be uncatchable. Watch. She holds her hand down, then she takes a wallet. No way Winfrey can get the football. And I don't know why the other girl's going over to, wow, she's gone.
That is a great effort, actually, by Netta Carter. Was trying to track down the football. and ended up just tracking down some concrete.
Pass interference, number 9 defense, automatic first down.
Now they've given the wrong number. They're saying Netta Carter on the interference call. That was clearly Oriana Taylor. And that interference happened in the end zone. So it should be 1st and goal at the 1 of Nashville. They're spotting it at the 7.
You got to wonder about referee Derek Brooks and his crew tonight. If they keep this up, they're going to have to go back to their jobs at Foot Locker later on.
1st and goal. Ball at the 7-yard line. Bobby Huco taking a shot at Brookshire. There's an inside handoff. Mandy Pena. Ball down to about the 4-yard line and some pushing and shoving afterwards. We've seen a lot of this in recent weeks. The league is trying to crack down on some of this fighting. We saw it last week with Atlanta and Omaha, which was just a street brawl. Luckily, this game has been pretty clean up to this point.
Yeah, the referee's got to get the game in hand. Last week was a disaster. You're right, that was like a street fight. That was two gangs going at it.
2nd and goal. Ball remains at the 4-yard line. Angel with her usual deep shotgun drop, now stepping forward. Receivers flank to the right side. A high snap sailing over the head of Angel. And now all she could do is just lob it into the end zone. And we've got a late flag. This could be a late hit on Michelle Angel.
Wow, I don't know if that was late or not. The ball was, that's a normal hit. That is, here we go again. Derek Brookshire and the crew. That's a normal hit. That's not late.
Yeah, they're protecting the quarterbacks. Anisha Shawley came in, but hit Angel as she was releasing the ball. That's a legal hit.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, half distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Wow, the refs are having a bad night. I don't really have anything bad against Derek Brookshire. I just worried about his eyesight.
We gotta talk to the refs. This is fucking insane.
And you could see Danica Brace also not happy with the officiating thus far in the first half. A 2nd and goal. Another flag. This being a pass interference on Christina Howard. A quick slant to Bills. Well-designed play to get Howard out of place.
You're fucking crazy, dog.
Pass interference. Number 6 defense, half distance goal, automatic first down.
Yeah, they're going to call Christina Howard.
Good job. Give a fuck about what they're saying. Come here. Go talk to him.
If I was Derek Brookshire,
go talk to him.
I would not go near Danica Brace right now. She might knock him out.
Now, Brace is actually sending Yuri Howard to speak to Brookshire.
You know something? You cannot do that. Now, we're not going to see it eye to eye, but we're not going to stop. I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. What we're going to do is, like roughing the passer, we're going to lay off of him. There's no reason for him to be there. On the pass interference, she was all over it. I understand you can fight for your team. I'm dealing with that. But we're not going to run out here and we're not going to bash people. Cool? That's all right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's all I'm saying. My girls are getting choked. You see how small we are. That's different. I'm just saying. I know you're not.
But my referee on side.
Okay, that's fine. No referee on side, but then referee in fairness.
Okay. Yes, sir.
She barely touched her. She flat. All you do.
I didn't throw anything. On the first. Yes. Why don't you still have it?
Refs are doing exactly the opposite of what they told us they were going to do. Right now, set the tone. Come on. I'm really fucking proud. Let's go.
So Danica Brace in Nashville actually calling a timeout so they can go and have a powwow, if that's what you want to call it, with head referee Brookshire.
Yuri Howard, the head coach, actually went on the field, which is illegal. The commissioner's office might be looking at that and got nose to nose with Derek Brookshire.
So a 1st and goal handoff. This is Pena. Look at the penetration up front by that Nashville defense.
You don't dogpile the other team. You dogpile your own team. Our player under there, all right?
That's Michelle Angel warning Austina Melberg to get off her running back. A great stop up the middle by that Nashville defense. And that takes us to our 2-minute warning in a battle in Music City. We're tied up at 12-12. Back after this. Back to LFL football night. Let's go down to the field.
We'll come back with the snag on 3rd down if we don't get it. We got time. I'll get the Air Force in. We'll go spread right, and we'll run snag, okay? Good? Fucking scoring this shit, man. This is fucking terrible.
Really good, you guys. Good penetration. Like I said, just make sure you're watching for center or tight end on the backside or the same side, okay? If you see her and you go with her, I don't care. Good job. Let's go.
Quarterback Michelle Angel from Austin told me her relationship with the head coach and offensive coordinator, Mike Olvera, is outstanding. She wants to finish her career right here in Austin, Texas.
Well, she's going to have an opportunity here to go undefeated in the regular season if somehow Austin can pull this game off in Nashville. This is a big series. 2nd and goal. Toss right. Mandy Pena. Chased down by Mimi Gleaves and company. This Nashville defense, a bit of a goal line stand here.
Yeah, the jalapeno, she's good between the tackles. You take her outside like that, she doesn't have the outside speed. She gets horse-collared right there and thrown to the ground. Big play here for Austin.
So now a 3rd and goal. 1:30 remaining here in the first half. Angel again, a lot of time in the pocket, comes back to the left and touchdown. Cassandra Bills, one-on-one coverage with Christina Howard, and that is the 2nd score of the first half for Bills.
It's just unfair having Bills go against Howard. Watch this. She fakes the inside route, stops, comes back on a whip route, just absolutely burns Howard. She needs an asbestos suit tonight the way she's getting burnt by Bills.
What kind of suit?
Asbestos.
Okay. Here's the extra point attempt from the 3. Austin's going to go for 2 here. Already leading this 18-12. Again to the left and caught it. Guess who? Cassandra Bills with a slant over the middle. This secondary cannot stay with Bills.
This is unbelievable. I don't think the quarterback, Michelle Angel, has thrown the ball, or let me clarify that, completed any other passes except to Cassandra Bills.
Yeah, 7 receptions, 99 yards. That is a lot for one half of football in the LFL. Even at the Sundays, when they get 100 yards receiving, that's a big feat. But 99 yards in just the first half for Cassandra Bills.
That's insane. Danica Brace, the defensive coordinator for Nashville, has to make some kind of adjustment at halftime.
So here comes Molly Richardson. Give her and this offense credit. They've responded every time Austin scored. That's an ugly-looking pass and even more dangerous. Toss back to Richardson. That'll net a 2-yard loss. Bree Mosley should have just fell on that ball.
I think they were trying to double pass to get the ball back to Richardson to throw another pass.
Nashville is out of timeouts. That's why they're in hurry-up offense. Ball at the 12. Flat-footed Richardson now buying time with her legs. Trying to get out of bounds and does. That'll be a 1-yard carry, setting up a 3rd and 12.
The Dowdy sisters are simply relentless.
I went out of bounds! I went out of bounds! Come on!
Yeah, the clock is still running. So as if the officiating hasn't been poor, now the clock keeping. Down to 40.6. That should have stopped at around 52.3.
Reset the play clock, 50.6.
I was a little off, 50.6. So a lot of troubles here in the officiating crew as well as up top with the clock keeping. We got a 3rd down. A 3rd and 12 with 50.6 seconds remaining for this offense.
Molly Richardson knows the rules better than Derek Brookshire.
Ball at the Nashville 13-yard line. Let's see if Richardson has the arm. They're going to work in the flat. Caught Mimi Gleaves and wrestled down to the ground by Chris Daniels. So that'll set up a 4th and 6. Nashville's got to have a little urgency here. Molly Richardson quick to get them lined up. From the shotgun, quick slant, caught. Bree Mosley, she is not going to get to the sticks. And this should be a turnover on downs back to Austin.
Wow, Bill's doing it on both sides of the football.
Now we've got a penalty here. If this is on Austin, this could be a backbreaker as it'll extend Nashville's drive.
Bills came up one-on-one against Mosley. They needed 5. They got the ball in open space to their number 1 receiver, Mosley, and she could not get the needed yardage.
Ray Mosley, obviously the #1 target of this offense.
Defense lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, we play 4th down.
That's unbelievable. I mean, look, that should have been, in all intents and purposes, Austin's ball. To get an encroachment there is an absolute killer for Austin.
Absolutely. Gives new life to this Nashville offense.
So instead of 4th and 6, it's 4th and 3 at the Nashville 22-yard line. And what this offense has to keep in mind, 26.6 seconds, if they complete anything underneath, they've got to get to the ball.
I like the moxie of this quarterback, Richardson. She told me she didn't like backing up KK Matheny when KK was here last year. She wanted to be the starter.
She's certainly gotten her opportunity here in 2019. 4th and 3, heavy rush by Austin. A design release play. That's caught by Jordan Green. The seldom used tight end, a 7-yard reception. More importantly, gets out of bounds and stops the clock at 19.4 seconds.
You talk about a clutch drive by this Nashville offense. They're doing this with less than a minute left against the #1 defense in the LFL.
Now the clock started again. Apparently Green did not get out of bounds, so Richardson forced to kill the clock with 11 seconds remaining.
Wow, that's interesting. I thought the last play would stop the clock, but they kept it running.
Yeah, it's kind of puzzling because I thought Green had touched the wall, but they did call that penalty, and that momentarily stops the clock. So apparently Green did not get out of bounds.
Go! Go!
Yeah, Nashville is out of timeout, so they cannot huddle on the sideline.
They're going to run the 26 play. I know that.
Here we go, 2nd and 10. That's Mosley flanked to the top of the screen. From the shotgun, looking right, now left to Mosley, to the end zone. Caught! Bree Mosley. The #1 target of this offense coming through once again. Nashville with a clutch touchdown.
For the 3rd time here in the first half, just an unbelievable throw, dropping it in the bucket, looked off the secondary, right there, not open, perfect pass by the quarterback, unbelievable throw by Richardson, wow!
What touch by the 2nd-year quarterback, Molly Richardson, and you talked about it earlier in this quarter. Richardson wanted this opportunity to take ownership of this team. Obviously sat and played behind KK Matheny last year. When she's been given the opportunity, #1 has really delivered.
That's what a competitor does. She thought she should have started talent-wise over KK Matheny. Obviously, Matheny one of the best ever. She was a starter, but I like her gutsiness.
They was fighting and shit. Y'all didn't give us time. I got hit in the face. We fighting and you ain't doing nothing.
Delay game, #1 offense. 5-yard penalty, repeat the try.
Hey. Trick right, money, PC blood.
I know, but they're getting big press on the money. Run the same thing, but look for an isolation on the outside. Your other 2 inside girls block and look for the cross.
Danica Bray stepping up in the offensive role. We haven't seen that before.
Wow, who's running this offense?
1st and goal. Actually make it an extra point attempt here. Nashville can tie this game with this conversion. Rolling right, a lot of pressure by the Dowdy sisters. Nearly caught. That was dropped by Gabrielle Todd. We have seen some inopportune drops here in the first half.
You cannot drop another perfect pass.
It's okay. Good shit. Hey, we have got to play a defense, umbrella.
So Nashville,
hey, we've got to play umbrella.
Responding with a 6th play, 35-yard drive that took up 117.
Touchdown. Fuck all that talking shit. She's trash.
Maybe Danica Bray should be the offensive coordinator. What a call, what a throw by Richardson again.
Now does Austin get aggressive here? It looks like they're setting up to take a knee here. They've got a timeout. Instead, a very suspicious call in a very competitive game, 18-20. Why do you take a knee there?
And you got Bills, the fastest receiver in the league. Take a shot.
Very uncharacteristic of Mike Olvera. Usually a very aggressive play caller. They're just taking a knee and going into halftime. And give credit to Nashville, hanging in there, a 2-point deficit against the league's #1 ranked team, the Austin Acoustic. Now let's go down to the field with Heidi Golznig.
Guys, I'm with Knights co-head coach Danica Brace. Danica, it appears a lot of the calls are going against your defense this half. What are your thoughts on the officiating?
Hey, it's funny because everything we talked about in the official meeting, they're doing the polar opposite of what they said. They said they're going to let these girls play. We talked about the PIs. We're not getting any calls on our side, but we have all season long learned we cannot play against the referees. We have to play our game, okay, and just play through the calls. We're going to get them either way.
Thanks so much, Danica. Guys, apparently Coach Brace is not a fan of the Zebras. Back to you guys.
Danica Brace not happy with the calls that have gone against her here in the first half. Despite that, Nashville within 2 points of the #1 ranked Austin Acoustic going into halftime. Back with halftime festivities after this.
Is that their level that we're playing? Is that acoustic football out there? Then what are we doing? What are we going to do? Are we going to go out there and take care of business the way we're supposed to? Yeah. Or are we going to come out here and be playing like little soft girls? Not at all. So we need to clean it up second half and take care of business and get the hell up out of here.
Welcome back to LFL Football Night here at halftime. Mitch Mortaza and Bobby Huco. We just took you inside that Austin Acoustic locker room, and a fired-up Cassandra Bills. She dropped that pass in the end zone. Hopefully that doesn't haunt Austin as this game goes on. This is a game that's really lived up to the billing, and maybe even more so, because we didn't expect this of Nashville. They're only down 2 points, a team that's without any major superstars on the roster, up against the mighty #1 ranked Austin Acoustic. Quite the effort by Nashville.
Absolutely. I'd like to think that I thought Nashville was going to play like that for one reason. Danica Brace. When she was a player, now as a coach, the most competitive person I ever met. That team is very competitive. That being said, Austin is the #1 women's team in the world. However, they have a way to play down to the level of their competition. Not to say Nashville's down, but you know what? They're playing a great half. I'll tell you what, their quarterback, Molly Richardson, 6 out of 8 playing solid football.
And for Austin, it's been that run game that has not been able to get off. Backup running back Mandy Pena, only averaging 3.5 yards per carry in the absence of the Ferrari Christelle Harris. And then through the air, the Austin offense has struggled as well. 2 key drops in the first half. We mentioned the Cassandra Bills one in the end zone, as well as Misty Gonzalez, the tight end, dropping that ball for Angel. Uncharacteristic of this offense.
You're right. The quarterback, Michelle Angel, could have been 9 out of 13 for 3 touchdown passes. She still had a great half. The former league MVP did throw for over 100 yards. Great first half.
Way better numbers than Bobby Huco ever had at Florida, correct?
About the same, about the same.
All right, let's look at the scoring plays in the first half. Michelle Angel did account for 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter. On the very first drive, Austin's high-powered passing game needed only 54 seconds as Cassandra Cash Money Bills hauled in this 34-yard touchdown pass from Michelle Angel. That gave Austin a 6-0 lead. But here came Nashville, a 5-play, 35-yard drive. Capping the drive was second-year running back Nene Get Out of My Way Gleaves with this 2-yard run to tie our game at 6-6. Austin, right before the first quarter, scored with their backup running back Mandy Pena. That gave Austin the lead back at 12-6. The back-and-forth heavyweight bout was just heating up into the second quarter. Molly Richardson connecting with Rookie of the Year nominee Bree Mosley on this 8-yard touchdown reception. That would tie our game for the second time of the half, 12-12. Then not to be outdone by the rookie, Cassandra Bills, her second touchdown. This time a 3-yard pass from Michelle Angel. That regained the lead for Austin at 20-12 after the successful 2-point conversion. With only 1:17 remaining in the half, Richardson engineered a masterful 6-play drive that ended with her second touchdown pass of the half, again to Bree Mosley. That brings us to our halftime score of 20-18 as we look at our stats.
Both offenses are finding success, especially Austin through the air. The team that ultimately wins this game is the team that brings more balance to their offense with a better running game. Otherwise, and surprisingly, these two teams seem to be very evenly matched, at least through the first half.
While Austin has clinched a playoff berth, the #1 seed still remains on the line. For Nashville, it's simple. Win and you are headed to back-to-back playoff appearances. Here we go. The second half is next. Back to LFL football night. Let's go down to the field with Heidi.
Guys, I'm with Austin head coach Michael Vera. Coach, did you expect this Nashville to be this competitive?
Oh, yeah. And they're playing in front of their home crowd. They're playing for a playoff spot. That's football. We got to come out in the second half and win the game. That's all it is.
Thanks, Coach. Well, guys, it appears a great second half is shaping up. Back to you.
It's interesting. Michael Vera did not expect his game that tight. He told me at halftime he might make some adjustments and pull some of his starters out.
Michelle Angel's numbers of the first half. 7 completions on 13 attempts, 99 yards and a pair of scores. Interestingly enough, all 7 completions to Cassandra Bills.
Yeah, Bills, she's on pace for an LFL record of 99 yards in the first half. If she doubles that at 200, that will be a record.
99 problems, but Cassandra Bills is not one. That's usually Bob Hugo's line.
I like that line.
That's Rachel Washington, a 6-yard draw play. Washington getting some touches alongside Mandy Pena. So kind of a running back by committee for Austin in the absence of Christelle the Ferrari Harris. Now a 2nd and 4 at the 21 of Austin. Dropping back to pass across the middle, caught it. Cassandra Bills. If you're counting at home, all 8 receptions thus far in this game have gone to Bills.
Wow, in the NFL, they have AB playing for the Raiders. In the LFL, we have KB playing for Austin. She is all over the field. Christina Howard is going to have nightmares about number 3. Wow.
That was a 10-yard completion, setting up another 1st and 10 for this number 1 ranked offense. Angel fakes the draw play to the outside, caught it. She has been looking to Tashay Winfrey all night. That is the first time they've connected.
Tashay Winfrey, she was a starting quarterback last year. Angel came in free agency. They moved Tashay out there, and she is a beast at receiver. A little out route right there. She pushed off like basketball. Refs didn't call it. Derek Brookshire did not call it. Great catch, great throw.
Tashay Winfrey really a target inside the red zone, so in this situation, has not got a lot of looks outside of the red zone. They're a big completion, advancing the ball inside the 6 of Nashville. Here's Angel back to pass again on the right side. Initially, I thought she was targeting Tashay Winfrey. That's actually Allie Fan, who has not gotten a lot of touches this season.
Allie Fan's a talented receiver from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Good to see her getting some action. She's got some hands and some speed. We'll see if Angel can get her the ball.
Now a 2nd and goal in a tightly contested game throughout. These two have gone back and forth all of the first half and picking up where they left off. This is Angel in the shotgun. That's Bills in motion. Fakes the jet sweep to the end zone. Caught and dropped. That is the 2nd drop of the night by Misty Gonzalez.
How do you drop this pass? Mitch, you could have caught this. Great play-action phase, wide open in the end zone, right in her breadbasket to catch the football. They need to do the brick drill. You know what the brick drill is? If somebody throws a brick at you, you're going to catch it. They just don't know how to catch.
Where did you grow up throwing bricks at each other?
That's a wide receiver drill. You throw a brick at somebody, they're going to catch it.
I've never heard of that drill before. High snap back to Angel, stepping up in the pocket. Now double pumping and dropped again. This time by Allie Fan. I'm not sure she would have gotten much on that play. Bob Hugo would have just thrown a brick at her.
That is a drill. If you lob a brick at somebody, it teaches you how to catch. You don't drop the brick. But they're not catching it tonight.
They're definitely not catching bricks. Maybe they'll catch footballs if you throw those at them. 4th and goal. This has been kind of a brick heaven type game.
Wow,
6:40 remaining.
Michelle Angel's got to be going nuts about these drops.
Receivers flanked to the right side of Angel. 4th and goal at the 6. Dropping back to pass, crossing pattern. Now is behind the intended receiver. Chris Daniels getting a look on the offensive side of the ball. Netta Carter nearly coming up with the interception.
Even with all those drops, it was a great defensive stand for Nashville. They stopped them from scoring points somehow. They got a chance to take the lead right now.
Netta Carter, a gift-wrapped interception.
We got to catch the goddamn ball. Son of a bitch. Where's Misty? Like your life depended on it when the ball is in your hands. Like your life depended on it. I can't call it any better. Catch the ball.
That is Michael Olvera pleading his offense to come up with those footballs. Netta Carter dropping that ball in the end zone did not matter. It was on a 4th and goal. Here's Nene Gleaves wide open on the left side. A nice-looking 8-yard carry. Courtney Dowdy chasing her down from her DN position.
Great call by Danica Brace, the new offensive coordinator. They did a counterplay, knowing that the Dowdy sister becoming hard inside. Gleaves go outside, where speed. She got a big gain.
2nd and 2 now at the Nashville 14-yard line. Nene Gleaves, we saw the flashes last year as a rookie. Missed the first half of the season, but really coming on now. Ball at the Nashville 14-yard line. Todd and Gleaves in the backfield. This is a crossbuck action, this time to Oriana Taylor. And that'll go for 7 yards, setting up a 1st and 10.
Who would have called this the Nashville running game, putting the Austin #1 defensive line on roller skates? They're going backwards.
Well, I like the balance overall by this Nashville offense. We saw their passing game to Bree Mosley much of the first half, and now it seems to be they're more focused on establishing the run. 1st and 10 at the Nashville 22. They're going to give it to Taylor. Taylor cutting back to the inside. Great run. She'll go for about 7 yards on the carry, but we've got a flag. Early indication this could be on Austin. Possibly an encroachment call.
Please! Block the damn ball!
That's Michael Olvera urging that D-line to look at the football. It did look like they jumped, and they'll get called for it here. Setting up a 2nd and 3.
Encroachment on the defense. Got them to decline. 2nd down.
Yeah, they're going to decline it and keep the Taylor run. Nonetheless, 2nd and 3 at the 21 of Austin.
I really like this ground attack. Gabby Todd just kicked out Brittany Dowdy way outside, and then Taylor read the block, cut inside for 7. They're pounding on the ground. I love it.
Taylor also the backup quarterback. This time Nene Gleaves. Look at the upfront blocking by Todd. And Gleaves still on her feet. All the way down to about the 10-yard line. So this offense really picking up some momentum now.
This Nashville offense seems like a team that's trying to get in the playoffs. That offensive line, Melwork, Todd Christopher, absolutely blowing away Austin's defensive line.
Yeah, let's not forget, if Nashville pulls this game off, which they're certainly capable of doing the way they played tonight, they will be the #1 seed, believe it or not, in the playoffs. So now a 1st and goal. They're going to hand it off, go back to Taylor. Taylor losing her footing, so limited to a 1-yard carry, setting up a 2nd and goal.
Wow, she faked herself out. She definitely broke Gleaves' ankles, but she fell right after she did that.
So a 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line, kind of a 3-headed monster here with Gleaves, Taylor, and Todd in the backfield.
Right now be a great time for a play-action pass. They haven't even attempted a pass this whole drive.
2nd and goal. We'll see if they open it up here with Molly Richardson. A low snap. In the pocket, dancing, finding some room. Now cutting back in. Chris Daniels with a great open field tackle, but Richardson. I love the passion Molly Richardson plays with. Reminds me a lot of KK Matheny.
Well, she played under KK.
R11. Yes, let's go.
Danica Braves taking over this offensive play calling, and I love it. She's doing a great job. She knows right now nobody's stopping this running game. She's staying with it. I think she called another run right here.
The Nashville Knights have the #1 ranked Austin Acoustic against the ropes right now. Down 18-20. 3rd and goal at the 7. Toss left, going back to Gleaves. Wow. Courtney Dowdy looked like she was shot out of a cannon. I tell you what, you can never underestimate the 2 towers of destruction.
I am glad we're in the broadcast booth.
Wow.
Just a hog-like tackle on Gleave, setting up a 4th and goal for this offense.
Interesting play call right now. I think they have to go in the air right now, even though they've been doing great on the ground. I would say play action right now.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to convert a 9-yard play on the ground against this defense. They've got to take a shot here with Molly Richardson to the end zone. A 4th and goal comes down to this play. Richardson back to pass. Here comes Dowdy. Evades the rush, rolling right to the end zone. Nobody there. The closest Knight was Gabby Todd. So they'll turn it over on downs to Austin.
Great scramble. Nobody open. She gets a big shot right there. The center, Melberg, late broke open, but Richardson couldn't find her.
Yeah, Austina Melberg here was wide open, but you could see Molly Richardson not able to see her.
I know, but that's when you gotta knock the hands down and go.
I like the way Richardson scrambled, stayed behind the line of scrimmage, but you have to look at the entire field. Melberg was wide open to the left side of the end zone. I mean, simply wide open, would have been a touchdown. But then again, it's tough throwing a pass and looking downfield when there's a missile coming at you, being one of the Dowdy sisters.
And it looks like we've got a timeout down on the field. May have been called by Nashville.
Timeout Knights.
Nashville's defense not ready. And we're going to take a media timeout as well as Austin clings to its 2-point lead. Back after this. Back to LFL football night. Let's go down to the field.
That's the stop you needed. That's the defensive stop we needed. Let's go score.
Hit it 8 yards. As you're planning to go fill, you look if it's a pass. I mean, if they hand the ball off, you have good vision from where you're sitting. You can see if that ball came in or gut. And then you got to fill the extra space.
That might have been the break that Austin needed. Coach Oliveira was right. That defense totally bent. They let them go all the way down the field, but they didn't break. They stopped them when they had to.
Yeah, an 8-play drive that took up nearly 5 minutes resulted in 0 points for the Nashville offense. Now Austin back in control with a 2-point lead. The handoff to Rachel Washington. You could see the speed. Washington was actually the starting running back all of last season. Since then, she's been moved to the defensive side of the ball where she's really excelled at corner.
If I was Coach Oliveira, I would keep in the 2-back set. You have Washington with the breakaway speed, and then you have Pena who can get yardage between the tackles.
So now a 2nd and 5 after that 5-yard Washington run. They're going to go inside to the power back. Look at Villalobos just packing that muscle. A 9-yard carry. That'll set up a 1st and 10 at the Austin 23-yard line.
I'm telling you, Austin, when they want to run the football, they have some premium road graders up front with Peterson, Gonzalez, and Green just blowing holes open.
And Villalobos at 145 pounds of muscle. And that's Maya Houston from the DN position. And we've got some pushing and shoving. Michelle Angel not liking what she saw from Houston. That'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Hey, we're going to let it run to the 3rd. Hey, we're going to let it run. We're going to let it run.
Angel and Austin clinging once again to a 2-point lead. Will let the 3rd quarter roll out, taking us down to the final 10 minutes of play. A lot on the line. Back for 4th quarter action after this.
10 minutes.
Put it all out on the line.
You have no choice but to make it happen.
The 4th quarter starts now.
Back for the final 10 minutes. A lot on the line tonight. The Austin Acoustic can clinch the #1 seed with a win. And for Nashville, they need a win just to get in the playoffs. 2nd and 12. Angel back to pass. A crossing pattern deep. And accosted was Cassandra Bills. Christina Howard has had her hands full all night trying to defend Bills.
Actually, a smart defensive back play by Howard. Totally beat on his play. Would have been another touchdown. Simply tackled her, mauled her, got to the ground, and we'll take the penalty.
It's going to be 10 yards from there. Pass interference. Pass interference on the defense. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So that pass interference call will set up Austin at the Nashville 20-yard line with 9:50 remaining. If you're Nashville, who do you roll to Bills' side? Obviously, Howard cannot cover her.
Right, and that's what got him here. The passing game, the first half they destroyed him. I'd stay throwing the ball to Bills.
1st and 10. Angel back to pass, rolling left, looking to the end zone and heaving it. That's deflected and intercepted. Oriana Taylor, just when this defense needed a break, they got one. What a turnover.
Wow, Angel threw up a prayer. I don't think she got all of it behind it, kind of slipped off their hand. You can see throwing away from the ball. That was like fishing in a bathtub for Taylor. The ball came right through her.
Yeah, I'm fucking fine. Tell him to call something.
Angel upset with the referees, taking a cheap shot at the end of that throw. But again, Derek Brookshire did not call anything, letting them play football.
We saw in the first half the complete opposite. They called a very close game. In fact, a pair of roughing the passers on that Nashville defense. That's not the case here as their defense holds Oriana Taylor, the hero of the moment. That's a poor snap back to Richardson. And is that a safety?
You go. Stop. I know, but you ready to go. You rest out. You go.
That's Austina Melberg and Courtney Dowdy going after one another, but was that a safety? Or are they going to call her down at about the 1-yard line?
Low snap, then confusion in the backfield. Gleaves thought she had the football, then no, she didn't think she'd get in the football. Thank God. I think they're going to call forward progress. She started moving forward, then got knocked back. That's why it's probably going to be on the 1.
Now a 2nd and 13, ball at the Nashville 2, actually. So they did give Molly Richardson forward progress. 2nd and 13, quick screen and dropped. Bree Mosley, usually a very sure-handed receiver, asking Richardson to get that ball up a little.
Wow, that's right there. I know the receivers think it has to be a perfect pass. You have to catch that ball. Now straight boom. She could have been gone.
On the offense, have this to the goal, still 2nd down.
And that's going to be a false start on Nashville, so they're going the wrong way. This will back them up inside their own 1-yard line.
Yeah, they look so solid the last drive. A lot of confusion, a lot of drops right now. Play selection doesn't look like it's easy. Not the same Nashville team we saw like a minute ago.
And you could ill afford an error down here. It could spell disaster for this team. Now a 2nd and 14, ball at the 1. This is Richardson under duress with a blitz. Able to get through the first Dowdy, but not the second. Brittany Dowdy all over Richardson.
Wow, she did a great job of getting out of the end zone. But again, it looks like there's a lot of confusion. The route running wasn't solid. She couldn't find a receiver. The good thing is she got out of the end zone.
And let's not forget, this Austin secondary is considered the best in the league, so give them credit. That was almost a coverage sack by the secondary of Austin.
This is a huge play for Richardson. I would go to Mosley right there. She's their clutch receiver, having a great night except for a couple drops. Maybe throw to her right now.
Yeah, just like they haven't been able to cover Bills on the other side, this Austin defense has had a really tough time with Mosley. 3rd and 11, ball at the Nashville 4. That looks to be a reverse. No, Richardson keeping it herself. Give credit to Cassandra Bills, the left side corner, staying home, not buying the fake of that reverse.
You talk about a conservative call. They didn't even think about getting the first down. They did a naked reverse to the quarterback with no blocking, got nothing. Now it's 4th down. I think they have to punt the football.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Backed up inside your own 4-yard line.
Crazy.
And that's what they're going to do here with Molly Richardson back to punt this ball. As the clock nears the 6-minute mark of the 4th quarter, Richardson with a booming punt. But that was deflected, and that'll go out at about the 25-yard line. Daniels on the return. So Austin taking over with great field position at midfield and a 2-point lead.
I think that's the right call, though. Punt the football away. Your defense is playing okay. We'll see what happens.
After Angel's interception, The Austin defense holds. Back after this. Back to LFL football night. Before we get underway, let's go down to the Knights bench.
This is great. This is the perfect amount of time on the clock to get one step on defense, then we march down and we score and the game is over. Okay? So you've got to take pride right now in your defense. Okay, you guys did great. We've been fucking phenomenal. So just stay with what you've been doing.
They're going to run the ball now. They're going to run the ball now. They're going to try to take this video off.
That's fine. When they run this football,
just come down.
hit her hard as fuck. She knows what safety backside is an extra helper, okay? But don't get sucked in, you guys, on the run too much. I want you to sell out, but sell out when you see the handoff.
Danica Brace and Yuri Howard, the coaches for Nashville, have to like this situation. Like she said, who would have thought this? You're down 2 points, 6 minutes left in the game against number 1 Austin. One stop here, you get the ball back, you get a chance to go to the playoffs.
And I like how Austin is being aggressive here. With only a 2-point lead, you can't just sit on it. This is Angel back to pass down the field. And that looked like she was expecting Tashay Winfrey to break off her pattern to the outside, and Winfrey just kept going.
They're not on the same page tonight. They're getting a lot of looks to Winfrey, but they're not running the right route. She did throw a stop, a back shoulder, and Winfrey was running a 9.
So now a 2nd and 10 after that incompletion. Really, Angel, all the success she's had in the passing game has been with Bills. And this time, Bills at the bottom of the screen. They're going to hand it off. Rachel Washington, an impressive bit of running, a 5-yard carry. Like we said, she got a lot of experience last year as the starting running back. And now getting up, favoring that left arm. And that's not good, especially on the defensive side of the ball, as she is the left starting corner.
Yeah, you don't. And this is what you don't want in this game for Austin. You're already in the playoffs. You don't want your starting players getting hurt going into the playoffs. She's a great running back, but I would keep her out of the game right now.
So a 5-yard carry by Washington. Now setting up a 3rd and 5 for this Austin offense. Bills in motion at the bottom of the screen. They're going to go to Villalobos, the power back. Great job that time by Gabby Todd, standing up Villalobos.
Yeah, Todd didn't go for the pitch fake. They did the trap inside the Villalobos. There was nothing there. Todd went face-to-face with her. Here we go. Nashville putting up a stop. It's 4th down.
This is a big down for the defense. A 4th and 3 as we approach the 4-minute mark here of the 4th quarter. Here comes that Nashville crowd. Another high snap. Angel able to field it and caught. And that could be the play of the game. How about the poise of Michelle Angel to field that high snap, gain her composure, and complete this pass to Cassandra Bills?
What a presence. What composure. You're right. Not only it's a bad snap from Peterson, you're getting smashed right there, and you find your number 1 receiver for enough yardage for the 1st down. Just an insane play by Angel.
Angel getting a pretty good whack at the end by Maya Houston. A 1st and 10 at the 13 of Nashville. A lot of time for Angel. Finding her receiver. This time held on by Misty Gonzalez. All the way down to the 1-yard line. So suddenly, this Austin offense, especially the pass game, is catching a bit of fire.
Again, great poise in the pocket by Angel. Gonzalez breaks free. She's wide open. And thank God she caught the ball. Angel praying she catches it, and she does. She almost falls in the end zone.
That looked like Mandy Pena was also open in the end zone. Angel checking down to Misty Gonzalez, the tight end, who they brought over in free agency from the Pittsburgh Rebellion. That's Villalobos in the Wildcat. Kind of a bunch set. They're going to try the middle of that defense. And Nashville saw that coming. That interior, specifically led by Maya Houston, stopping Villalobos short of the goal line.
That wasn't good defense. That was friendly fire. Jerica Green, for some reason, didn't block forward. She stopped, and Villalobos ran right into her back. Green actually made the tackle.
The clock continues to run. 2:45 in the 4th.
Money routes too. Only thing I can do is bring an extra girl down on her.
Danica Brace discussing possibly coverage tactics on Cassandra Bills. Second and goal here, kind of a bunch set. Fakes the handoff, looking for the release, and it looked like Misty Gonzalez could not get open. That'll set up a third and goal.
Again, Gonzalez hooked in. They're not on the same page. Angel threw out. She did the hook. Actually, I think that's what the option play was, because the defensive back was on her back. She came in, but Angel threw it in the corner.
Yeah, it looked like Gonzalez was trying to break out, got entangled by that right defensive end of Nashville. A third and goal, that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here in Nashville, Tennessee. So indeed, we're going to take our 2-minute timeout in a 2-point ball game. Nashville, with the win, advances to the playoffs. Austin advances as the #1 seed with a win. Back after this. Back to LFL football night. If Austin holds on to their lead in 2 weeks, the playoffs will kick off with the Atlanta Steam versus the Seattle Mist.
I want you to get all the way across because she can't cover you. We're so close to the red zone. You two, tighten up a little bit. Don't be so wide. Drive across and then give me a hard edge shallow all the way across, okay?
Double team the extra girl, double team with Chris, and sandwich Bills, okay? Sandwich her, don't let her go nowhere.
You see what Austin is going to try to do, get Bills on a shallow cross like she did earlier in the game and find a hole.
If we don't get this, I'm going to call I was going to call timeout.
He's going to Bills, and Danica Brace knows they're going to Bills. I think she's going to double up on her.
Third and goal. Michelle Angel, here comes the pressure off the edge by Houston to the end zone. And that looked like Michelle Angel throwing on the run, could not get her footing. That pass was behind Cassandra Bills.
Wow, you're right. That was there. The coverage was there. Howard was on her, but she was open with a good pass. That would have been 6. Here we go. They're less than a yard away from being a #1 seed. Nashville has to come up with something.
1:54, we've got a timeout.
Timeout, Austin.
I want you in the right A-gap, tight, okay? Real tight. I want you to get under center, pull that fucker, and get in behind her and go, all right? We're going to run the quarterback sneak lead up behind her. Don't do it. There's no one in the A-gap. Put your head and shoulders down and punch it. Let's go.
You're probably going to isolate Bills. Okay, she's been the money maker. She's been the first down and the touchdown girl, okay? Yes. Yes, I want double team, but I have to make sure. Well, no. Don't help off your receiver. You can't let your receiver be open. Okay? If it's a balanced set, then the girl on the backside, hey, listen, we can stunt. Listen. We can stunt the mic. And Gabby, if you don't have a receiver, you're double teaming Bills.
This call by Michael Vera should score. Quarterback sneak. Being an ex-quarterback, quarterback sneak inside the 1-yard line, it's all leverage. Get the ball, get low, and follow your blockers. But you got to get low.
Michelle Angel, not one of the bigger quarterbacks in the league. And you could see Nashville really stacking that A-gap. On a 4th and goal, here we go. She's not going to get it. What a stop by the interior defense of the Nashville Knights, led by that young lady, Anisha Shawley.
Michelle Angel, she was the league MVP last year, but that quarterback sneak is all about leverage. You have to get lower than the other team. The defense went low, and Angel stayed high. They just yanked her back.
Let's go listen in with Mike Oliveira.
Bigger, but we are not getting the push up front.
We're not getting any kind of push at all. Hey, be ready to go. They're going to get a safety.
It's all leverage on quarterback sneaks on the goal line. Obviously, Nashville got lower and blew them away.
So 1:48 remains. The challenge shifting to Molly Richardson in this Nashville offense. The Dowdy sisters, this time Courtney Dowdy, with a great open field tackle. That's a no-gain play, setting up a 2nd and 10. And that's a face you'll recognize. Angela Rippon in attendance. The former great quarterback that played with the Seattle Mist has made the trip to Nashville.
Great seeing Angela. Everybody knows her dad won the Super Bowl with the Redskins. But this drive right here could put Richardson in a legendary status if she can somehow score points.
A 2nd and 10, throwing across the middle. That looked to be intended to Bree Mosley. That'll fall incomplete. So a test here on 3rd and 10. Do you go back to Mosley?
I think you have to. That ball right there, I thought she threaded the needle and got it to Mosley. Looked like she caught it at first, but it hit the ground.
Time really not a factor just yet. 1:12, Nashville does have a timeout. And keep in mind, with LFL rules, inside of 2 minutes, the clock stops with incomplete passes and out-of-bounds plays.
I just can't believe they got a chance to knock off number 1.
3rd and 10, a lot of time in the pocket. And that appears to be caught and ripped out of the hands of Mosley. Touchdown, Austin. Chris Daniels with her 2nd interception of the game and a league-leading 6 interceptions.
Who else but Chris Daniels? She actually stole the ball from Mosley. Mosley had the ball, but the 2 wanted it more, and it was stripped right out by Daniels.
Now, that's not Mosley, actually. That's Gabrielle Todd. Chris Daniels stripping the ball out of the hands of Todd. What an effort.
That will give Austin the number 1 seed. What a play.
If Austin can hold on here, for the moment at least, they're going to take another look at this down on the field.
What are they looking at?
I'm not sure possession, but that looked like Daniels clearly caught the ball.
You felt like her forward progress was down.
Yeah, she already caught it.
How did forward progress
You can't
stop?
challenge inside 2 minutes.
No.
Hey!
They can't challenge.
You can't.
Inside.
I can. Any turnover on downs, I can do.
Come on.
The last play will be under review.
So they're going to review forward progress.
I guess it's a good challenge. You might as well take a chance at it, but no, the ball, they both caught the ball. Todd has the ball, and then Daniels has it. They're just fighting for the ball. Daniels gets it and runs it in. Simple.
I don't think forward progress was ever stopped. They were fighting for the ball. Chris Daniels clearly rips it out of the hands of Gabrielle Todd, and Todd is not tackling Daniels there.
That is absolutely interception and a touchdown.
They're going to take a look at
Progress
this.
is stopped. Forward progress is
Now
stopped.
keep in mind, Nashville could not challenge, so this is a booth review.
We're going to go snag, okay? Swing snag.
At the review, it was a simultaneous catch. Her forward progress was stopped. The ball was spotted on the 14.
I told you.
Okay, that was the call that I wasn't expecting. A simultaneous catch does go to the offense.
They were fighting for the football. That should be a touchdown.
It's 4th down. Hey, it's 4th down.
So they're going to give him the catch, a 12-yard reception.
To 125.
This is all going Nashville's way. They're going to add time on the clock. They're going to give Gabby Todd a simultaneous catch and a 12-yard reception. So a 1st and 10 for Nashville.
That might be the worst call I've seen all season. That should be a touchdown for Austin. But if Nashville scores now, that knocks LA out of the playoffs because of that bad call.
Los Angeles watching this game very intently at home. Their playoff hopes on the line here in the minute 18 seconds remaining. That pass caught by Bree Mosley, a 3-yard reception as we approach the 1-minute mark.
A lot of time left for Richardson.
2nd and 7. Richardson back to pass, fakes the handoff. Very uncomfortable in the pocket, this time just a little flat pattern. That's caught by Nene Gleaves, a 2-yard reception, and they stop the clock for some reason here.
Clock should be running, and there should be some urgency on Nashville's side.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the clock stopped here.
Timeout Knights.
There you go. Nashville calling their final timeout of the game, and we'll take a listen into the sideline.
Hey, listen. They're running a cover 3 over top, so we have to go out of the open set and have a tight end release. We got to get those routes deep, take a shot, otherwise go to tight end release, get out of bounds.
You're going to have to take it from them. These refs, they're going to have to take it from them. That's all I can tell you. I've never seen anything like this, ever.
He is right. I'm telling you, I'm with Mike Olvera. the refs are taking the game from Austin if this holds up and Nashville goes in.
3rd and 5. Ball at the Nashville 19-yard line. And I would double up Bree Mosley at the bottom of the screen. They're looking to her side. They're going to go to Mosley. A poor pass from Molly Richardson at the feet of Mosley. Now, a 4th and 5. You got to pick up the first down here and get out of bounds.
Right, that's it. You got to get the 5 yards right there. The one time that Molly
you
Richardson.
Do it again. Hey, if they do it, they're going to run to this side.
Richardson's worst pass of the night. They needed that, and it was short getting to Mosley.
Here is the season for the Nashville Knights and possibly the Los Angeles Temptation. If the Nashville Knights lose this game, Los Angeles advances to the playoffs, and Nashville needing a win to advance themselves. 4th and 5. Richardson from the pocket to Mosley. And that sailed over the head. Actually make it Netta Carter. And Nashville will turn it over on downs, and Austin will just have to take a knee.
It looked like they called the hook and go. They expected press coverage, and they went with the hook and go, which is not a bad call, but the cornerback bailed out, so there was nothing there.
You can't argue with the call. As Austin was rolling the safety over the top of Bree Mosley, fully expecting Nashville to go to Mosley, they saw something with Netta Carter down the sideline, just could not connect.
I like the call. The cornerback just made the right read and bailed out. If she would have sucked up on the 5-yard pass, that would have been a touchdown for Nashville.
Austin will not have to take another snap with less than 35 seconds remaining. Michelle Angel in this Austin Acoustic team will finish the regular season at a remarkable 4-0, going into the playoffs as the #1 seed.
This is a real big win for Austin because they will play Los Angeles, the #4 seed. And right now, Los Angeles is a mash unit. Their star running back, Naj Johnson, is definitely out. Shuri Awaga, Marissa Lopez, Chelsea Hart, Holly Gister. Who knows if they're even going to play, but it's an easier game than playing Atlanta.
That was a great fucking game. That was a real good game.
Danica Brace clearly proud of the effort of the Nashville Knights, as she should be. Having lost all their key contributors from the 2018 season, playing with a rather inexperienced roster, they still came within 2 points of beating Austin and advancing to the playoffs. Now let's go down to the field with Heidi Golznick.
Guys, I'm here with Austin Acoustic quarterback Michelle Angel. Michelle, a little scare on the road here in Nashville. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. You know, the big key is that we fought through adversity. You can't blame anything on, bad calls. At the end of the day, we didn't execute as well as we should have. But, we were able to come together and still come away with the win. So proud of this team and, just stoked that we were able to make history with this 4-0 Austin Acoustic regular season run.
All right, congratulations, Michelle. Guys, we're going to see Austin in Ontario, California for the playoffs.
Hey, no matter what, you just made history, okay? It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all. But you got a W, and for the first time in franchise history, this team ended a regular season undefeated. Now, if that doesn't feel like a win to you, then on the 17th and the 18th, come ready to work, because we got LA, and we're going to beat the shit out of them too.
Wow, that is fighting words right there. I am fired up to see arguably the top 4 quarterbacks ever in the LFL. Ashley Salerno, Michelle Angel, KK Matheny, and Dakota Hughes all going for the title.
Incredible playoff matchups on August 24th in Ontario, California. For tonight, the Nashville Knights fell short of their goals, but what a future for this young franchise. For the Austin Acoustic, simply history was made as Michelle Angel, Mike Oliveira and company moved to 4-0, and like I said, will be the #1 seed in the LFL playoffs. For my partner, Bobby Huco, our sideline reporter, Heidi Golznick, producer, Alex Saxon, Austin Lake in the truck, this is Mitch Mortaza. We will see you from the playoffs in Ontario, California.